Welcome back. Here's your latest Josh Donaldson update. And yes, I know he's not a J anymore. Cleveland Indians clinched the third straight American League Central crown Saturday, and the night before, he and Edwin hit back-to-back jacks, something they never did while hitting next to each other for the Toronto Blue Jays. Little known fact, it never happened.
That's amazing.
Happens in Cleveland. Safe to say things are looking up for Josh, but for some reason, while Donaldson looks ahead to a third playoff appearance in 4 years, people can't stop looking in the rearview mirror.
I get it.
His messy divorce from the Toronto Blue Jays continues to be on the tips of a lot of people's tongues, with Bob Nightingale of USA Today throwing the following tweet out there Friday night.
Well, let me read said tweet, Sydney. The greatest thing to happen to the St. Louis Cardinals was the Blue Jays' rejection of the Cards' trade proposal this winter for Josh Donaldson. They offered two players, a Jays official said, that included Rookie of the Year candidate Jack Flaherty. The Jays turned it down. For those who don't know, Flaherty, 22-year-old, has a 2.86 ERA to go along with 168 Ks, 52 walks. For most of the season, he has been the NL Rookie of the Year frontrunner, although Washington's Juan Soto may have something to say in the discussion before all is said and done. Sid, who takes more damage from this tweet?
Call me a glutton for gossip, but when I saw that Friday night, the first thing that jumped into my head was who inside the Jays organization wants to make Mark and Ross look that bad. Now, maybe that speaks more to me than anything else, but that is the first and only conclusion I have taken away from something like this, so now far removed from the Donaldson trade.
So you don't think that a tweet like that also doesn't go after Jay's ownership? Because remember, the entire offseason was about keeping rear ends in the seats. Like, I'm not so sure who that tweet goes after, if it's Jay's ownership.
It's fascinating.
Or Shapiro and Atkins.
It's a great point you make.
Because I can see the fans being upset.
Yeah.
I'm not sure why they're upset because, I mean, the hindsight is 20/20, obviously, but we were here doing this job. And a lot of the fans were saying to us, you can't make that deal. So in hindsight, they're upset at the deal that they didn't want to happen in the first place, right?
Yeah, well, let's walk down that road that you have paved out before us here for a second. If Ross and Mark, hypothetically, were to want this out, in their mind, are they saying, boy, this is going to make Rodgers look bad? Or do they have the temperature of the PR landscape right now where anything these guys do, people are dumping on? Whether it's justified or not justified. People have been dumping on him since they got here. I just don't see how the other side of that is feasible. I don't see how Ross and Mark say, you know what, we're going to put this out to salvage our rep. I think something's happening, and it's happening inside that organization. Someone's not letting this go. I don't know who it is.
But if that were the case, would the Jays be letting Shapiro and Atkins mess with the scouts the way they are right now? Because we heard that 4 scouts were let go and 2 retired.
I think big picture, if you're certain people in the company, you're not too concerned about the scouting situation. I think you're more concerned with the Mark Shapiro situation. And I don't think one has too much to do with the other, to be completely honest with you.
You don't think that the scouts don't start the process, especially in baseball where they constantly talk about how your prospects are, and that Shapiro and Atkins have not been trumpeting how their farm system went from 13th to 5th in a year?
Or how look at it this way, Tim. If you're leaving the Jays and you like these scouts, why not do this? If you're the Jays and if you're Mark Shapiro and you're leaving the organization and you really like these guys,
oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Make the move.
All of these things have two sides. I like it,
Shapiro might be playing chess when everyone's playing checkers here.
You think he's gone?
Yes.
Really?
I think Mark Shapiro is gone. I don't think this is what he thought it would be.
No, I guarantee you this isn't what he thought it would be. And I think that he has aspirations of being big-time stuff. And he thought that the Toronto Blue Jays were big-time stuff. And he gets here and he was talking about renovating a stadium and doing this and doing that to bring in more revenue so that he could flip that. And none of that has come to fruition. No. Other than a new complex at Dunedin, which was a deal done between the Jays and the municipality there, none of that stuff has come to fruition. They have done the things that they wanted to do to rebuild, But I'm with you. There are two sides to this coin, and I'm not sure which way it's pointed.
All I could think of.
But I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. But I'm just going back to Friday though. If I'm Ross and Mark and I'm out and about and I see that Friday night, this was like around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock Eastern Friday,
right?
And I'm having dinner, I'm somewhere, and I read that, I chuck the phone.
Whose choice would it be if Mark Shapiro is not here?
I'm just a soldier, man. I don't know nothing.